Hey guys, what's up? Hopping over from the Minnesota Vikings, which Michael just previewed yesterday. Link in the description below. We are going to head up to Wisconsin, feature the Green Bay Packers. First year coach Matt LaFleur came over from the Titans. He helped out there last year. He also spent some time under Sean McVay. I'm interested to see what his system looks like. He has elite level talent in multiple positions on his offense. And I'm just excited to see how he uses those pieces in his offense. The Packers spent a ton of capital on their defense this year, which needed to be improved. Darnell Savage Jr. brought in from Maryland a safety to pair with Adrian Amos, who came over from the Chicago Bears. They also bolstered their pass rush, spent a first-round pick on Rashawn Gary, and also signed Preston and Zadarius Smith. They came over from the Redskins and the Ravens. So it'll be interesting to see how their defense does under Mike Pettin. Going to the previews, Aaron Rodgers is the first guy I'm going to talk about. He hasn't been exactly 100% healthy the past 2 years. It'll be exciting to see if he can stay healthy. If he can, we all know he is one of the better football passers of the football in the NFL and in fantasy. He can rack up the points really quick. Over the past 2 years, he's averaged 266 yards passing yards a game. 1.78 touchdowns a game, and he's also chipped in 17 yards on the ground, which 1.7 points in most scoring formats. That's a good chip in on the ground every week. Like I said, he hasn't been there that healthy, so hoping for the best there. He has an elite receiver in Devontae Adams, who really took the next step in 2018. He also has Aaron Jones, who excels at catching the ball, and Jimmy Graham. While he's not what he once was, he can shine at times, and so Rodgers does have some talent around him. It'll be exciting to see how he uses that talent. Currently, he's the third quarterback coming off the board, and his draft ADP is third pick of the fourth round. That's really good value for him. If your quarterback run starts, don't be afraid to grab Aaron Rodgers around that time. He should produce for you and produce well. Second guy I'm going to target is Aaron Jones. Last year he averaged 5.47 yards per carry, which is a really good number. He really took that next step when he played in games last year. He also chipped in 206 yards for the year on 26 catches. He fell just short of 1,000 total yards, but he did that in 11 games. Over a full year, if you average his average ground yards and receiving yards out to 16 games, that comes up to 1,047 yards rushing and 300 yards receiving. That is great production out of Jones if he can stay healthy and productive all year. His current ADP is third round, second pick. I see him being as a low-end RB1, high-end RB2. Don't be afraid to go out and get this guy. I'm expecting big things from him. Some people are even saying top 12. I'm not putting him there yet, but he is not too far behind. Last guy I want to talk to you about, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He's in a fight with Geronimo Allison for targets. It'll be interesting to see how that battle plays out in training camp and the preseason games. Word is right now that Allison is mainly in the slot and MVS is outside. So MVS should have more opportunity that way. I think he really has a chance to grow in 2019 behind Adams. We saw the wide receivers production when it was Jordy Adams and Randall Cobb catching passes from number 12. If MVS could produce comparatively to Randall Cobb, that would be an awesome year for him. He averaged 15.3 yards a catch last year, which is really good for a guy who was relatively unknown. And when he was targeted at least 5 times in 2018, he averaged over 10 points a week in PPR formats. That's not going to blow you away, but that is still solid production from a guy who is relatively unknown heading into the 2018 season. I look for him to be a really solid bench piece for you. He could be a flex starter depending on your roster, how it shakes out, or if you have injuries, spot starter during bye weeks. And you never know, he could take off and he could really boost his value in 2019. Current ADP, one of the reasons I love him, his current ADP is 8th pick of the 9th round. That is great value for a guy who can produce 10 points a week, potentially somewhere in that 9 to 11 points from week to week if you're in PPR. But I really like him. I was blown away when I did my research on him a little bit. And yeah, MVS, he should be a solid addition. If you can get him in the later rounds, 9th or 10th round, don't be afraid to grab him. That is all I have. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you hop on, tag along for the ride as we try to grow this thing. Hit the like button, comment on who you are looking at for the 2019 Packers. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.